Everybody, it's Saturday and I'm out at Red Rock with my buddies here. They're up on the western cliff right now. We've only recently started doing that, but today is a day to test this out for the first time in the water. I'll do a quick functional control check on it, and one of the things I'm already noticing is that whole servo moves once the jet reaches its full travel. So maybe that's on purpose, maybe not. I don't know. I think it could use a dual rate, and this controller doesn't have one. So I'm going to button it up and we'll see what this thing does. Almost sounds like the motor's dragging, so we'll see. All right, for this first test, I'm not going to throw it out very far because I don't know what it's going to do, and I don't want to have to go too deep to get it back. So first of all, see what kind of water it needs to even move. Let me change hands here. Drive with one hand and film with the other, so give it a little more zoom, and here it goes. It's in a little too shallow. I think I might have a speed adjustment here that's not where it wants to be yet. Oh, that's better. I would estimate this boat is only about 8 miles per hour, and that's a little disappointing. I don't know that it would get itself over much. It might be a little better if it had a lighter battery in it. The nose would ride a little bit higher and be a little less water drag because it wouldn't have as much draw. We're not setting the world on fire. Let's do a shallow pass right along the side of the bank here. It does do fairly well in shallow. My other boat would have no chance of that. I'd hit the prop and the rudder and it'd get stuck and broken. It just barely goes fast enough to get on plane. But it does really well in shallow. And honestly, the whole point of buying this was to get something I could play in ditches with once you get a big rain. Alright, what I'm going to try to do here is go between the shore and this rock. Might take a little more driving than I have the ability to do with one hand, but we're going to try it. Attempt number one. I have some bad news. It sucked a tiny rock, just about the size of a big grain of sand, through the intake, and it took out the impeller. So it's literally done before I even got through a whole battery. So I have to figure out if I can buy impellers for this now, and that'll be fun. Alright, I'm back at the Center for Off-Road Research and the Science Technical Division, and I have disconnected the outboard portion of the jet drive so that I could look in and see the propeller blades, and they are gone. This is a two-bladed impeller, and you can see they're not there anymore because I thought at first this might be a good candidate for a brushless motor, but I'm not sure. I think it's a good candidate for a swimming pool because if you run this thing in sand at all, it's going to suck it up through the intake right here, and it really cannot take much. It's knocked both blades off that. So basically, if I hit the gas, I have a spinning piece of trash that cannot pump water anymore. Good news is the manufacturer and the person who sold it to me is sending me a new impeller, and hopefully that'll get it moving again. If I cannot find one, I'll probably, I might try to just pull this one out and see if I can't find one that's the right size. Maybe get a 3-bladed prop, preferably metal, and then I'd have something good I could use for a brushless system. But I blew it up in literally one run, so it was fun while it lasted, and it's going to be perfect for what I wanted it for. Just something to drive it on rainy days when there's a lot of water flowing, but running it around sand is a real bad idea. I think dirt would be fine, seaweed is fine, but anything that's big enough to get sucked up into the jet is going to just rip the blades off of this. It does have enough power to do that, so my fault. I'll take the blame, but how would I have known it until I did it? So anyway, that's all for now. I might call my friend Dave at Hobbytown and see if he can't hook me up with something I could just throw in there that would be the right size to fit. So we'll see, and we'll talk to y'all later.